back live. 48 minutes into that stream and we get booted. So, 48 minutes in, guys. That's sick. Freak YouTube. So, anyway, that happens. What are you going to do? If EMP hits the U.S. and takes out the grid, we're all screwed. Don't panic, just said that. Well, you know what? We're in deep trouble. We're back into the 1800s in a heartbeat if an EMP hits the U.S. You were right. So, which cat is that?
I forgot his name.
So
white face, gray body.
Oh, okay. Oh, Soxy.
Yeah.
Don't call 911 if you can help it. Hold on a second. I want to see what that person said. Hold on, guys. We don't have the people, so the PPE, so you can be exposed while in the care of the EMS. There's not much we can do to prevent that. Yeah, an ambulance, guys, again, think about all the people in and out of ambulances on a daily basis, and even if they try to clean them, they're not going to be able to clean them as well as you would hope. So, yeah, it's just, just do the best you can. Like I said, just if you have to, I'm not telling you to shelter in place at home and take care of your loved ones at home. You have to make that call. I'm going to tell you what, my mother, and I've told you guys this, my mother's very high on that list of very susceptible people because of the way she is. Okay. Would I feel comfortable taking her to a hospital in an emergency situation where everything is going down? I probably won't. I'll take care of her at home and I'll keep her as comfortable as I can here. That's my opinion, and that's what I will do. But again, that's me. And she already said, she's a diabetic too, an insulin-dependent diabetic. And she's already said, well, if it goes down and that happens and I run out of insulin, then it's my time. So she's not one of those people. My mother's too much of a realist. She's a stubborn German as well. So, it just kind of runs, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. So I definitely get that from my mom. But she is a very smart lady and very realistic, and that's a good thing. So, but comment report of, oh, hey, Asif, how we doing? I'm back, he says. I see you. How was dinner? I hope you had a good dinner. Welcome back, and thank you so much for that donation as well. I do appreciate that. How bad will SHTF get if Trump and Putin or Kim Jong-un die from this? There's always going to be somebody that's going to want to step up and be the boss if something happened to them. And, different people in different countries, new leadership will step up, of course. But it really would depend on how bad this gets. I think it is much, much worse in China than we've ever been told. That's my opinion. And, that's just where I stand on that. I think it's much worse. I don't think it's slowing down in China, like China's saying that they have it under control. I think that's a flat out lie. I think that there are literally millions of people dead in China. That's my opinion. I can't confirm that, but with all the information that we've received and the different things, the intel that we have got and gathered, it's bad. It's bad. And I think it's going to get really bad here in the United States as well. You're not going to be able to hide it as much here. Justin Days, a friend tested positive for corona and sent to a FEMA camp. Happy Elf just said that. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, sorry to hear that. I know that, they're not calling it a FEMA camp. They're calling it a quarantine center. I know that they have them around and that they're definitely doing that. Hey, Kim, for Justin, my friend got taken. Hold on a second. Got taken to a FEMA camp after he tested positive in Toledo, Ohio. He is not allowed to leave. This is not a joke. I can send the proof and email. Stay safe, guys. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for letting us know that information. Sorry to hear that. And that's what's going to happen, in my opinion. I think that if you go involuntarily get tested, they find out that you have the virus, you will be taken and put in isolation. I think that is what is going to happen. I think this is going to get really, really bad. I think that there are thousands upon thousands of people in the U.S. right now walking around, continuing to do that, to spread this virus. And They will give us a free train ride. Will they give us a free train ride? You know, Mike, I'm sure they will. And they probably have, you know how you get like the little packet of peanuts on the airplane? You might even get a packet of peanuts on your ride to the FEMA camp. I'm joking, of course. It's not a joking matter, but, you know, it's tough. It's not an easy thing at all. Hey, Christy Martinez, do you think they will force the entire country to take the vaccine when and if it becomes ready? Possible civil war brooding. They can't force anybody to do anything. They can say that you can't, you know, they could restrict travel unless you have proof that you've been vaccinated or something like that. But I want you guys to understand something. Even if they fast track a vaccine, you're looking at least a year, more like 18 months. So don't expect some miracle vaccine to pop out of the blue anytime soon. And if it does, I would be really skeptical on taking it. And that's my opinion. I just wanted, to tell you that. I see we're back to 1.2 in the chat, guys. We're at 311 on the thumbs up. If you would shoot that thumbs up, I definitely would appreciate that. I'm going to just say it again real quick. Little Prepper Lady. So if you type in Little Prepper Lady, you'll find her. She's going to be doing a live stream. She has it set for 9 o'clock. So she's probably going to be doing hers at 9. If this doesn't jack up and go out on us again, I will go to 10 after 9 here with the stream, just so you guys know. And then we'll call it a day then. But if it jacks us out again here, we're probably going to call it a day anyway, just because it's 5 minutes to 9 now. I do want to do this part. I'll do this part now because we got 1,300 people in the chat. We are Legion. We are a huge family. We are all over the country and all over the world. And Legion in the good way, not the bad biblical way. For those of you that will say, well, Legion's bad, it's in the Bible. Well, there's a lot of good legions as well. Okay, so we are Legion because we are many. Preppers, off-gridders, we are prepared. Where is everybody from tonight? Let's do that and get that out of the way. We got Ohio. We have Texas. Let's see. DC. Hey, Prepper Grunt, what do you think of the people's ability to pay bills in a quarantine situation? We'll talk about that in a second. California, Downsville, New York. I like that. Ontario, Canada. Indiana, Connecticut. Australia, Washington, Oklahoma. Tennessee, Southern California, El Paso, Texas. I just saw Scotland roll by, Southern California, Oklahoma, Missouri, Idaho, Tennessee, Nevada, West Virginia. We have Kentucky, Tennessee, Australia, New Zealand, Fort Knox, and we have Detroit, the UK, Arizona, Florida, Tennessee again, Hawaii, Sweden, Indiana, Maryland, Arizona, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ontario in Canada. We have Connecticut, Fort Knox. I like that one. That's good. If you're in Fort Knox, you're in pretty good shape. Oregon, Florida again. We have, Alaska, Vermont. We have Cleveland. We have Wyoming, Virginia, Wisconsin, Connecticut again, Eastern Kentucky, Idaho, Georgia, Texas, Canada, Victoria, Texas. Saw Arizona again, Estonia. Norway, New York, Norwich, New York, Montana, North Carolina, Iowa, New Mexico, Mars. That's good. Well, welcome to Earth, Mars. Norway, Philadelphia, the Poconos, North Carolina, Yuba City in California. So, guys, we're all over the world. We're all over this country. We're this huge network of people, this huge family. We're the ones that are awakened, and I think we're the ones that really, truly can make a difference now and after an event. What we need to remember when an event happens, you have to survive the event. Hey, Mac. Oh, hold on a second. I wanted to see what you said. Over by that tree, right? Exactly. There you go. You have to survive the event, live through it, and then thrive on the other side. That is the goal. That is why we prep. We just don't prep to endure. We prep to survive and thrive while we're doing it, and then to thrive on the other side of the event. Because whatever event happens, it's going to have a start, it's going to have a middle, it's going to have an ending. And at the end of that event, we have to survive and continue to go on. Whoever makes it through. There's no guarantee that everybody's going to make it through. There's no guarantee of that at all. So that's something else we need to think about. Who's going to make it and who doesn't make it. But we try to get ready for the people that are going to make it, and hopefully they go on and do well. So our purpose is to survive. Mike Knife just said that. You're right, absolutely right. But Mr. Rose, hi, Dad. Oh, your dad's here, Mr. Rose? That's cool. Natalie just said, I sent you a PM all the way from Australia. Would love you to reply. All right, I will take a look at that when it comes in. So I hope things are doing good in Australia. You guys are getting ready to head towards winter, I think, over there now, because we're getting ready to head towards spring. Or you're heading towards fall. Your summer just happened, so now you're probably heading into fall. Hey, Hanky from Denmark. Very nice. So I don't think I said Denmark, so there we go. I got you now. Those who are with the virus need to stay away from their pets. You know what? I know the cats. The coronavirus thing doesn't really affect cats. Dogs can get it, but they don't get it in a really bad way. I know that. That's what I've heard anyway. I don't know how true that is. So, but like I said, it's just continue to take care of your animals like you normally would. They're going to probably know if you're sick. I know that when I don't feel well, I have a whole bunch of cats all around me all the time because they know I don't feel well and they're trying to comfort me. So pets are awesome, guys. They're a good source of comfort and stuff like that. And I think that's really, really important that we have them. Don't forget to love. That's the real test. Oh yeah, just be decent to each other. I'm going to tell you what. I feel that if this thing really jumps off into a big event, I think you're going to see people get very, very nasty. This is, okay, let me put it like this. This event will do two things, okay? If this is the true event, if this is the SHTF that we've all been preparing for, right? It's going to bring out two things in people. It's going to bring out the best in people, and it's going to bring out the worst in people, okay? So what do I mean by that? I think you're going to see some people that are just going to be complete a-holes and do all kinds of nefarious, nasty things. And then you're going to see other people that are going to step up and really try to help people and really try to pull people together to try to help us all survive. I think that's what you're going to see. Unfortunately, I think there'll be many, many more of the a-hole type than the decent people. That is just a fact. People are not going to have things, and they're going to be resentful of people that do. They're going to feel entitled, and they're going to justify it in their head why it's okay that they go and take those things. Again, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, the last person that you are going to want to try to take their stuff from in the SHTF event is a prepper, because preppers prep for every contingency. So don't be foolish enough to think that you're going to stroll into a prepper's compound and take their stuff or take over. You're sadly mistaken if you think that's going to happen. And if a true prepper is organized, they have a group of people with them that are planning on working together with them. And and here's the thing is, and this is what I always tell people too, if you have a group, let's say you got a group of 20, 25 people, okay? You will end up with people in your group that you never believed would be in your group. That will happen, I guarantee it. Mac, pets are a good source of protein. Yes, they are. Actually, you know what? Having dogs are great because they're early warning system. They're going to hear things before you do. They're going to alert you to what is going on. And again, you got to keep that pest control down too. So, your cats can go out there and hunt and feed themselves if they have to. Michelle White, what will happen to prisoners? Well, I think that will take care of itself in the prison systems. If people are sick and they get the virus, that will run its course through the prisons, and it will take care of what it has to take care of. And I know there's not all bad people in the prisons, okay? And so all of you pro-prison people, please don't jump on me. But, a lot of them are there because they've actually done bad things. They will lock them down. They will not let them out. That is my opinion. I could be wrong, but time will tell. Hey, Jeb Red, is it possible this is all a false flag event? I don't think so, and I'll tell you why. I don't believe this is a false flag event because you would have to have every government in the world colluding together to work together to do this. I don't think that is the case. I really, truly don't. So, just, be ready. Be ready for whatever it may be. Be ready to protect yourself and your family. And that's against everybody. If somebody comes saying that they're National Guard and they're in uniform and they're coming to confiscate your stuff, are you going to let them? You need to think about that too. You need to be ready to make those decisions on what you're going to do in that situation. Hey, Mac, LOL, sorry, just kidding. Oh, okay, I didn't know you were just kidding. That's fine, no problems. Thank you again for the donation, no problem. But again, like I said, we need to be realistic. We really need to be ready for anything. Again, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. And unfortunately, and I've said this many, many times, I don't have a whole lot of faith in mankind. We are the most vicious animal on the planet, and we enjoy killing each other. We really get a lot of pleasure out of it. And when there's no more rule of law, what will people do then? When there's no consequences for their actions. So that's what you need to think about too. Besides, you're not hungry yet, Max said. No, you know what? I prepare. I've always prepared to be able to feed my animals, to feed myself. That's one of the reasons why I prep. I have no intention of eating my animals if I don't have to. And, I have more than enough food to take care of me and the people that I care about. And we would be growing and we would have gardens everywhere. And so we would be harvesting in the spring, a lot of wild edibles. People would not go hungry. Not in my group anyway, because we would be foraging and doing whatever we had to do. So, that's something to think about too. It will be utter chaos with a lot of killings. Yeah, Lady Kickboxer, you're right. I agree with you 100%. It would be very, very vicious. Let's see. I don't even know how to say your name there. VM, hold on a second. VM Izzy E. God bless you, Prepper Nurse. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Like I said, guys, we just need to remain calm. That is the biggest thing. I know it's a scary time. I know it is. And I know there's a lot of people that are very, very nervous. And you have every reason to be nervous. You have every reason to be scared. But use that fear as a motivator. Don't use that fear to cripple you, okay? Don't panic. That's the biggest thing. Continue to get ready the best way that you can and deal with what comes down the road at that point. That's important, okay? So, again, stay positive. Keep a positive attitude. I'm going to ask one more time here. We got 1,500 people back in the chat. We're at 606 on the thumbs up. If you haven't shot a thumbs up, if you would do that, I would appreciate it, and thank you ahead of time. Also, guys, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon as well so you get all the notifications, and I appreciate that, and thank you ahead of time. I do want to say we got like 5 minutes, and I'm going to jump off of here, guys. I want to thank my moderators who continuously do a fantastic job keeping the chat clean. I appreciate them. They do a fantastic job. So thank you, everybody that is a moderator. We got a lot of new moderators now that we've recently added in, and they're doing a great job too. And it's like I said, we just want to keep things clean here and family friendly, and that's important to me. So the only reason I actually started prepping was because of you. You are awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you to say. I'm glad. You know what? If I can motivate you guys, and like I said, my thing is I want you to help yourselves. That is my goal. I want to teach you to help yourselves. And with helping yourselves, it puts you in a position to help others. And with what is coming, I think that is what we really need to think about. When I say that you will have people in your group that you never expected, I really truly believe that is going to be the case. Again, we need to think about the little kids, guys, about the parents out there that did not prepare, that will probably be killed, raped, or whatever the case may be. Those little kids are going to be out there on their own, and they're going to need help. They're going to need guidance, and they're going to need somebody to keep them safe and take care of them and not abuse them, because there's a lot of very horrible people out there, okay? So let's think about that too. So that's why we prep the way that we do. So ATM banks will be regulating how much you can take. I'm sure they'll get to that point. Yep, I absolutely believe that they will do that as well. Your videos inspired me to get out and start prepping early. Thank you, Ed. You're very welcome. I'm glad you listened. I hope a lot of you listened and listen to my words, what I've been saying here now for almost 3 weeks about how this was going to roll out. I was hoping, and I'll be honest with you, I was hoping I was wrong. It is proving so far that I was not wrong. Again, I would love to be able to come on here 6 months from now, have this thing die out, and be a big nothing burger and say, wow, I was wrong. But you look at the actions of what the government is doing right now. You look at the actions of the governments around the world. China is full of crap. I don't think they have this under control at all over there. So that's my opinion, of course. But you pay attention to what else is going on. It tells you that this is going to get a lot worse. You look at what's going on in Italy and the number of people that are dying over there and the number of cases that they have. So pay attention to all that. Make sure you get your toilet paper. Really? Toilet paper? Come on. Food, water, medical supplies, being able to protect yourselves. Make sure that you have plenty of ammunition to protect your family. Very, very important. Make sure you have silent ways to protect yourself as well. That's also very important. You don't want to draw attention to yourself in certain situations, okay? So, again, let's stay vigilant. Let's stay positive. Guys, I am going to jump off of here now. Again, if you would, go over and check out Little Prepper Lady. I know she's went live at 9 o'clock. Show her some support. Subscribe to her. Give her some love. Tell her that Prepper Nurse 1 sent you over. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember because it's true. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Also, remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, as long as you work at it methodically, you can reach those goals, okay? So stay positive, guys. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Be safe. If you need to go shopping early or go late. Don't go in the middle of the day with every Yahoo out there that was not prepared because it will be a zoo this weekend all over this country, okay? So stay vigilant. Be ready, guys. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.